Hey guys, J-Man here with the weekly X-Men talk. We're going to talk about 3 books. There was a gala event book that also came out. That's a free download for anybody if they want to grab it off Comixology. I didn't really go through it. Maybe I'll go through it really quickly right now. Yeah, it's just like showing you the different outfits that people are wearing. I mean, we can go through it. Maybe I'll talk about it on tomorrow night's live stream. So tomorrow night is the weekly Thursday live stream, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. That's where me and my roundtable discuss all the comic book stuff that's come out, and inevitably, other topics come up as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna go through this right now, to be honest. There's really no need to. You can check it out for yourself. It looks like it's just outfits and stuff like that. So I mean, we can deal with it at another point. I did pick up U.S. Agent number 5. I've read the first 4. I really like this. This is written by Christopher Priest. I'm thinking this is really good. Better than Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm liking this series, so I don't know if I'm going to review it, but I'm going to talk about U.S. Agent this Saturday. This Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, I have a guest who's coming on to talk about U.S. Agent, and he runs the Facebook group for U.S. Agent. So we're going to get into U.S. Agent and Falcon and Winter Soldier and all that on Saturday this time around. That's going to be the Amazing Fans episode for Saturday. Beta Ray Bill number 2, if you remember my last week's or whenever it was, X-Men talk, I picked up Beta Ray Bill number 1 just on a whim because I like the character. He looks cool. Literally, he looks cool. That's all I know about Beta Ray Bill. I have a toy of him from maybe 20 years ago. They did this really cool figure. He is not in this room. I think he's in one of my storage bins. But I really like the first issue, so I had to grab number 2. I'm going to talk about New Mutants number 17. I really like this cover. Danny is just so awesome. I really love Danny. I don't know. I like this cover a lot. It just looks very nice to me. I don't know what it is, just the colors maybe. But before we get into that, let's talk about Cable first. So this is Cable number 10. And so if you remember, Strife is on the loose and Cable's like, I gotta stop him. And he's trying to figure out, how he's going to go about doing that. There's Emma and him. They have a little bit of a confrontation right there. And she's like, look, why don't you just talk to your dad? Talk to Scott. He's like one of the best characters. Hello. Talk to him. And he's like, yeah, okay. And he's like, oh, is Esme pissed off at me that I left? And she's like, yes. which is great. Cyclops is here getting his tailoring job done for the gala. I don't like Cyclops' costume or outfit for this gala event. That's just me. Maybe you like it. Meantime, there's a couple of mutants from Racco, I guess, who are causing some trouble at this London bar. So the 2 guys go in. They're like, yeah, we got a TCB that's take care of business and, get rid of these guys. So they're just here drinking, and it's kind of this drunken state. They're beating up people. Cyclops basically gives a warning saying, look, cut the shit. And they're like, F you, we're not cutting the shit. And literally they get beat up a little bit, but literally Cyclops and Cable could take these 2 out in 2 seconds, which they pretty much do. Cyclops does 1 blast, done. Cable does 1 shot. He does 1 shot, and then she's the other mutant's down as well, so she's down. That's it. So then we cut to future Cable again. We don't know what's going on with Old Man Cable, and he has a little bit of a fight here. I'm not going to really get into that. So I'm still liking Cable. I know it's a little bit simple, but I always found the Cable stories and X-Force and that kind of thing to be a little bit more on the simpler side. It's just more about big moves and the art and everything like that. So, I mean, I'm liking it. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. It's not gonna, your mind's not gonna be blown. You're not gonna be like, wow, this is fantastic. I've got to buy all of these. So really, that's not what's gonna happen, but I'm enjoying it. So let me know in the comments what you think about Cable. X-Men Legends number 3. Do we even need to go through this? Well, sure, we'll go through it. I mean, this is awesome. Original X Factor. I really like Original X Factor. Now, I never collected these when they came out. I do have number 1 actually though from childhood, but after that I did get the first appearance of Archangel. Now I believe I got that maybe like five to 10 years ago. I don't remember exactly, but it's a newer acquired book because I like Archangel a lot. I always thought he was a cool character. When I first went to my first comic book store ever, I bought 3 little PVC characters, kind of like that Vision right there. I didn't get Vision, but I got Wolverine in the brown costume, which is my favorite Wolverine. I got Nightcrawler, who's awesome, obviously. And I got Archangel. I love Archangel. I think he's great. Anytime a new figure comes out, I buy Archangel figure. So yeah, I like this, right? Now, I don't know, this takes place before issue 43. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just reading this as a for fun comic, and that's the way you're supposed to read it. You're not supposed to read this and be like, oh, well, this was not very good, or I don't know, I don't think it matters. Like, I don't think if you have a memory of this, what's going on in this storyline, I guess from back then, this might be really cool. Let me know if you've been reading X Factor from day one and you know what's going on in the world of X Factor during the time of this issue where they've inserted it. But so basically they're fighting like a ship or something. It's like their ship is like sentient or it's transforming within. So I was just kind of like, whoa, I didn't know anything about that. Now, again, I'm not an X-Men expert. I'm doing a lot of X-Men reviews, but it's more Dawn of X is where I really started to hit X-Men hard. Of course, I liked it as a kid with Chris Claremont and all that, but I have very little memory of those comics at all. Mostly X-Men to me was the Pride of X-Men cartoon and the video game, the arcade game, and then some of the Genesis and even that computer game, that Children of the Atom or something, or Fall of the Mutants maybe, where you pick 5 characters and you move around like a little line. I liked that, and then you'd fight side-scrolling. Anyways, so we got what do we got here? So Cameron Hodge, I guess his head has been removed. So then he gets like different bodies. I thought this is a great idea. They should make a figure of just his head and then give you all these different bodies and you can move them around. I love the look of this. This is kind of like a cool X-Men look. If I was doing an X-Men movie, I'd probably even go with this style of costume. I like this a lot. Cyclops looks great. Jean looks great. So they're just basically fighting the ship or trying to survive. Also like Iceman's belt. I know this belt thing, I don't think people use that anymore, but I liked this. I just like the way he looked. It broke up the costume a little bit, or the ice. Really nice, bright, colorful art. Come on, this takes you right back. I like this. I mean, I'm not gonna go through this entire plot. Like look at that. That's awesome. So this is one of these things you're either into it or you're not. Now, I'm not gonna fight for this kind of book. If you're into it, that's great. If you're not into it, that's great too. This isn't something like where if you tell me you hate X-Force or Hellions, I'll be like, whoa, you don't like Hellions? Like, whoa, what happened? Like, why? Why don't you like it? If you don't like X-Men Legends, I'm not going to really question that. I'll be like, yeah, it's had its day. You're kind of done with it. So that's cool. Nothing there. New Mutants. So Danny and Karma are in Otherworld trying to find, what was the guy's name? Was it Anole? He was the guy with the horns. He looked actually really cool. And I just read this too, and I forgot the guy's name, which is not a good sign. Is it on here? No, it's not Anole. I'm sorry, that's that other guy. I can't. Oh, maybe it was Joshua. Anyways, looking for that horned mutant guy. These are all new characters, so I don't really know who they are. But so that's one part of the story. The other part of the story is the Shadow King stuff, where he's training those new mutants, or let's say young mutants, and they're like body swapping, and they're putting their minds into other things like a flower and stuff. It's really weird. But yeah, I love the art, man. This is like really cool. These look really nice. These are like little paintings almost, right? Now we see this little rabbit character. I'm not going to reveal the ending, so no spoilers on this one. It's not like a big twist or anything, but I won't reveal it. But this rabbit, that comes into play later. So yeah, Merlin's captured Danny and Karma, and he's like, "Listen, I want you to go get this pot." It's like literally like a vase. He's like, "Lady Roma has stolen this from me, and I want you to go get it back." You're like, "All right." So they're just on this little adventure getting it back. I'm not going to go through all of this stuff, but it's really cool. And then it cuts back to Shadow King talking with Wolfsbane, saying, "Hey, maybe you can help out the young mutants because of all the stuff that you've gone through in your life. So we don't know what's going on with that. Obviously, it's a Shadow King, man. I don't trust that guy. Okay. So yeah, they get to this like really cool little area that has all these treasures in it. And so this is like a fantasy tale. I like fantasy, and I think this is really cool. There's that Lady Roma. It's like, okay. And then they kind of have a little deal with her. And I'm not going to really spoil it, but you know, you can kind of tell where it's going to be going. In the meantime, Scout, aka Honey Badger, aka Gabby, I like Gabby a lot. I really like Scout. I think she's great. I don't know. She just looks cute to me. It's like I don't know why. So this is where Anol is basically talking to her, saying, "Look, you know." Um, he gets really upset here. He's like, "Look, I don't look normal, so I'm pissed off." And he's like, "Let's go to X Factor's place and get some of the bodies and like do some experimentations and stuff." And she's like, "Whoa, that's not happening." He gets really upset, and she throws out the old, "Well, I still think you're beautiful." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm not buying it." So I mean, I can see where he's coming from. In the other side here, look how pretty this is. This is really nice. So I really like what's going on right here, where he's like, look, he goes, in the normal world, I look, you know, like this deviled creature, and even among mutants, I stand out. He's like, in this fairy world, I look like just anybody else, and I'd rather just live here. And Danny and Karma are like, yeah, but if you die in other world, the resurrection protocols or whatever, the resurrection process doesn't really work properly. You could lose yourself. Like some people have been resurrected and they're completely not themselves, or they've lost their minds, or they're mutated, whatever. And he's like, I don't care. I'd rather just be here and be normal and whatever. I like that. And he's like, I'll check in every month or whatever. So I don't know. I really like that. I think the everything was handled well here. This is one of these things where they're giving you something to think about, and there's a little bit of a message, but it's not like it's not making you feel like an idiot. It's just giving you the message within a story that makes sense for the characters. It's not like someone turns to the things as, oh, you should like everybody, you shouldn't judge people. It's like, okay, thanks. You know, it's like he's just like, look, I'm comfortable here. That's it. I like that. And then I'm not going to get into the end because that you could consider that sort of a spoiler. But I really like New Mutants. I think it's a great series. It's in my top half of, I can't rank all these. Hellions is just the damn best, and X Force is great, and X Men is good too, and New Mutants is up there. So those are kind of like your four big ones, and then you got the below ones. But I still like Excalibur. It's sort of right in the middle there. But I like New Mutants a lot. Plus, you know, really nice cover this month for New Mutants. Yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you think of all this in the comments. If you want to be part of my amazing fans thing, if you want to talk about X-Men, that's cool. If you want to talk about a specific mutant, that's cool. Or a different character, could be a villain. Or I've got a Doctor Doom lined up coming up, right? So that's going to be a lot of fun. US Agent is this Saturday. So just let me know in the comments if you want to talk about any superhero. It doesn't even have to be a superhero. It could be like a Snake Plissken. It could be, you know, Jason Voorhees or something. It could be any of those characters. It could be like Leonidas from 300, right? So anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time.